Drew McIntyre steps inside hell for the third time in his career.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
He's yet to win this matchup. Most notably, he lost the WWE Championship to Randy Orton in the cell 4 years ago. Tonight, Drew McIntyre hopes to end that losing streak and CM Punk's career. You know, Corey, another interesting statistic. Drew McIntyre made his premium live event debut 15 years and 1 day ago. Ironically, in the Hell in a Cell premium live event. Oh, how Drew McIntyre has come so far from that day.
It has been a complete transformation since those days. This is a vengeful Scottish psychopath before us now, and I don't think anyone has given reason for Drew's wrath more than CM Punk.
It was 27 years ago to the day in St. Louis when the Hell in a Cell structure first surrounded the ring. The Undertaker faced Shawn Michaels in an epic battle. Since that night, Hell in a Cell has made history.
It's made history while simultaneously tearing flesh, shattering bodies, ending careers, and altering lives.
You can see by the look in McIntyre's eyes, he has one mission here tonight: to end CM Punk for good.
CM Punk in his career is 2-2 in Hell in a Cell matches, but this is his first time in the cell in nearly 11 years. Right here in Atlanta, CM Punk actually had a Hell in a Cell match and walked out victorious.
Yeah, but with all the disdain between Punk and McIntyre, I will be surprised to see anybody walking out of this structure in one piece tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And there's really no room to mince words. These men want to end each other's careers. They want to maim each other. They want to send each other to the hospital.
Well, if sending your opponent to the emergency room is the prime objective, I can't think of a more suitable setting. Punk has to tap into that side of himself tonight if he wants to walk out of the cell, or out of Atlanta at all. He said that Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
McIntyre said earlier, this is not going to be a classic. This is not going to be cinema. This is going to be mutually assured destruction.
Hate is a word we don't use a lot around WWE because there's a certain amount of respect between most competitors. But there is no other word I can use to describe what CM Punk...
Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied. Getting it cinched in. After everything he's...
Escape and a takedown.
Kick directly to the back.
This is not wholly unfamiliar territory, psychologically speaking, for CM Punk. If you look back to Punk's career, once upon a time, he admitted in order to destroy the monsters of the world, he himself must become a monster. He said Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
Punk has said this is not the man he wants to be, but Drew McIntyre has taken him to that place. And it's the devil Punk needs to tap into if he wants to walk out of the Hell in a Cell.
CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This isn't about a win. This is about mutually assured destruction.
Into the turnbuckle yet again. Into an overhead suplex. We've had the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wade, who's been inside this structure 14 times in his career. Every time he left, he was never the same.
That in and of itself is nothing short of miraculous. I doubt that record will ever be topped.
And how long can you last? How deep can you dig? How long will you be locked in this structure? You ask guys like Triple H and Shawn Michaels who had the longest ever Hell in a Cell match in over 47 minutes. Will Punk and McIntyre go longer than that tonight? Early in this match, and these two have already unleashed some pretty heavy artillery on each other. And he moves in for the cover. Punk powers out, still going strong.
He is far from being put away here, that's for certain.
Bang! He finds a counter. It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business, and CM Punk had no business being back in WWE.
The Punk about to take flight. CM Punk connects with the elbow drop.
Punk has McIntyre on Dream Street right now.
CM Punk looking to end things here. Gone to sleep.
Can that finish McIntyre?
CM Punk turning his attention to the WWE Universe now. Punk looking to impose his will on his opponent, and a double underhook backbreaker.
This crowd is learning, along with Drew McIntyre, that the inside of CM Punk's head is a scary, scary place.
He saw that one coming.
Future shot!
Turning it into the pin.
Shoulder shoots up before two.
It might be stubbornness or it might be lunacy, but he is refusing to stay down here.
Claymore connects.
Drew may have put an end to this.
The cover! What? You've got to be kidding me.
We have just witnessed next level grit, resilience, and even more so, defiance. How do you stop that?
McIntyre won't lose focus, though. He's got to remain as sharp as he was a few moments ago. And he's going to the top. From the top. Oh, man.
Drew McIntyre showing everyone why we call him the Scottish Psychopath. Hell in a Cell takes you to your limits and in many cases, well past them.
Turning the tables. Opportunity now for Punk to capture some momentum.
If Punk was looking for an opportunity to pull a 180, that could be it. Big time height on that kick.
And hold on, look at this. Yeah, it looks like that cut him open.
Oh, clothesline. CM Punk headed to the top rope. He'll make his way to the ring.
CM Punk looking to show off his power game now. Butterfly backbreaker. CM Punk has been going to that place, has been letting the devil out.
From the top, diving double axe handle.
What's CM Punk thinking?
Picture perfect backbreaker.
It's never been a matter of self-preservation. With anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk's career, ruin Punk's life tonight.
And Punk had a quick schoolboy.
He got the shoulder up in time.
Shows that this is still anybody's match at this point.
Side slide crashing into the chair.
An extremely rough landing onto the chair. That pain pain's not going to go away anytime soon.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here. Sit out power bomb. German suplex released. Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
McIntyre perhaps looking for that kill shot. Looking to end this thing.
McIntyre gets met with a response.
He is locked in on his target now.
What a shot. Straight brutality coming right at you.
Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow because for one of these men, there might not be.
Getting back to his feet, trying to fight on, but it might be too late.
McIntyre counters with power.
This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men are ever the same when they walk out of this structure.
On a well-placed calf kick there. Quick escape from danger there. Clubbing blow.
Stop dead in their tracks with a shot to the face. Placed into the corner here. Doesn't want to be on the top rope like this.
The Scottish Warrior looking for something sinister, something impactful, perhaps the end of this match. Drew has them hoisted up from the second rope. Air raid crash. Cashing in on that effort.
And a strong kick out in one.
He may be down, but somehow he's definitely not out at this point. CM Punk hoists his opponent down with a GTS. No way Drew's getting up now.
Swinging that damn steel chair.
Wasn't going to be a 5-star wrestling classic.
An incredible match. Can't call it a fight. This has been an out-and-out brawl.
Headshot, just sickening.
And you notice the black armband in the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect for CM Punk.
McIntyre also wanted to offer his apologies in advance for what he does to the straight-edge superstar.
Certainly a master stroke of mind games. We'll find out if Drew McIntyre can do what Punk claimed. Did McIntyre summon the devil himself, or has Drew been successful in clouding Punk's headspace? Punk's psyche all over the place because he's clouded by rage?
Punk now locks in that double underhook, hoisted up, and backbreaker.
And now McIntyre is being neutralized.
Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling.
And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania.
An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
Drew's own wife has become second best in his heart. That is how deep Drew's hatred for CM Punk runs.
Drew managing to get some control back now.
Now's a chance for McIntyre to get back into this match.
Turns it around. Look at this. This can't be good.
Good God. Absolute decimation. That table
about to be locked in. Here we go, guys. Exhibiting a crazy amount of strength here.
It looks like the Scottish Warrior is beginning to fade. Michael Cole, will he tap?
One last gasp effort, and that... That'll do it. A spinning kick to the gut. Momentum is really on Punk's side.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the second city state, and he's paying for it now.
And a live crowd doesn't get any.
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi, and textbook CM Punk.
He's forced to tap out. No other choice.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
McIntyre's got to learn, you don't mess with a man's family. Not his wife, not even his dog.
Right now, Drew McIntyre only has himself to blame for this.
Seth freaking Rollins is motivated as we've ever seen him. This is personal.
The people are singing Rollins' song. This is Rollins' battle cry as he heads to war with CM Punk.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
Ladies and gentlemen, over 20 years ago, Seth Rollins got in a car and drove from Iowa to the East Coast to try out for CM Punk's training school. He redefined himself in his craft. Rollins and Punk would reunite briefly in NXT, and then the Shield would become mercenaries for Punk. And Punk would leave WWE for personal and professional reasons. Talk negatively about WWE, while Rollins carried WWE on his back for a decade. CM Punk would return to WWE 14 months ago to huge fanfare, the support of the fans and many in the back, and that didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight. Seth freaking Rollins versus a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk.
And this capacity crowd just exploded. They know exactly what time it is.
And this is CM Punk's first singles match since October, since that brutal Hell in a Cell match against Drew McIntyre. It's Punk's first match on Monday Night Raw, period, since 2014.
Seth Rollins prides himself on being the absolute workhorse of WWE. You have to imagine he sees that as a point in his favor here, a clear advantage he has over Punk.
CM Punk and Seth Rollins, two men who are completely beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent, their work ethic, and their passion and drive.
But as similar as they are in those respects, where they have diverged has become a point of contention between both of them, which has brought us to this point in the main event of a historic Monday Night Raw.
A magical feeling in the air as Seth freaking Rollins faces off against a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. Two men who are beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent and work ethic.
However, there is absolutely no love lost between these two men. Two absolute legends in their own right, but where... Rollins carried this company for the past 10 years. Punk went to MMA. He went to other companies and he talked harshly about WWE, all before being welcomed back with open arms.
Yeah, that really didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins is going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight.
Using that barricade with great effect. Punk looking to impose his will on his opponent, and a butterfly backbreaker.
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get... Oh, perhaps he should have been paying more attention. Return to the ring just in time. Rollins has to be seeing red now. He is not performing to expectations thus far against Punk.
CM Punk has been very public about the many injuries that Rollins has suffered over the years. He'll no doubt be looking to target those areas tonight.
Rollins' neck, his lower back, that surgically repaired knee. Look, you can even see the brace. There's no doubt that Rollins is something of a moving target tonight, at least in Punk's eyes. But Rollins can target Punk too. Don't forget about that triceps injury from last year, because Rollins definitely has it.
Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring. Flying
all the way to the outside. Heading into the crowd now. This could get dangerous.
Traveling into the crowd now.
Have to be mindful of the count, though. Butterfly backbreaker.
Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania 41.
I'd say either of these men has a good chance at claiming a main event spot at WrestleMania if they don't destroy each other first.
Corey, I know my notes handy. Who did Punk last face on Raw?
It says here he now works with office supplies.
distance so far.
Looking to end this.
A great counter to cover. Kicks out, countered into a new cover. His arm shot off the mat before one.
You have got to be joking me. Not even a 1 count. How? And Punk is looking to the crowd for some support.
Looking to explore things ringside now. Oh, that gets reversed on CM Punk.
Oh, man. Horrifying DDT. The action spilling out toward our announce desk.
This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalated for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tensions grew when Rollins was a special guest referee at SummerSlam last year, counting the pinfall victory for Drew McIntyre over Punk.
Both men with ample reason to despise the other. Now Punk and Rollins finally get to take out all their frustration tonight.
Float over neckbreaker.
Picture perfect. The WWE Universe getting an impromptu meet and greet. How's that for great ticket value?
And backbreaker.
Rollins finding himself in deep trouble here against Punk. No chorus can help this man now.
Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming.
CM Punk playing to the crowd now.
The action's going back to the ring.
The referee was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Oh, he saw it coming. Hammerlock now. And a lariat. Seth retaliates. Oh, what a kick.
Going straight for the body. Doing a little more softening up in the torso area.
High rent district for CM Punk.
Wants to finish this.
From the top.
Whoa, cross body. And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Yeah, now Punk's got Rollins in as vulnerable position as we've ever seen him.
CM Punk had suffered some injuries since his return. In fact, he tore his tricep at the Royal Rumble a year ago and was out of action for over 6 months. Punk says that tonight he's completely healed. But what? And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety. Although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg.
I hit your move. They sing my song. All of this.
And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet... Wait a minute!
Oh my goodness! Cover! Isn't it up? And a kick out!
While catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp. I'm coming within a millisecond of victory here.
And Punk not done yet, pounding away on Rollins. Rollins, frustration setting in.
I mean, years of bad blood and verbal jousts between these two are about to come to a head.
Seth able to counter GTS, looking to deliver one of his own.
Oh, and he connected.
And Punk kicks out. I don't know if it's resiliency, I don't know if it's sheer instinct, but I do know that tonight, CM Punk will not allow Rollins to be the better man.
Immediate cover after the impact.
I don't know who's more shocked he just kicked out. The fans, us announcers, or his opponent.
Stops that offense from connecting.
Time to go for a ride. Exploder suplex.
Punk looking dominant now. Short arm clothesline connects.
Target locked in. He knows it's that time. CM Punk. Uh-oh.
Rollins steers clear of that.
And into the corner he goes.
Rollins got surprised there.
He's being prepped for something.
With the lariat.
And Punk now lifting his opponent up and back on a sleep. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs? CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's locked in the Anaconda vice grip.
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold. Counter. He knew just what to do.
Able to parry that one.
Sling blade. Hit on CM Punk. And a quick kick out.
Not even a one count at this point.
He'll be looking for a neck breaker here. No! Forearm to the base of the skull. Rollins waiting in the corner. The visionary allowing us all to appreciate his very presence. He wants this fight on the outside.
He quickly slides into the ring.
Rollins with a head of steam. Big air. Stop! Punk's got a problem here.
Goes for the pin. Not even a 2 count. What unbelievable power.
I don't believe it. Incredible resilience on display.
How often do you see Seth Rollins come up that short, that close? He's got to be livid right about now.
That's going to leave a mark for sure.
Momentum is running away from Punk.
Yeah, Rollins looks possessed, clearly looking to destroy CM Punk.
He's able to shut down the offensive flurry.
But Punk has to push now while the window's open.
Climbing to the top. What's he thinking?
Taking flight.
Big height, bigger impact.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. GTS connects.
It's all Punk's for the taking.
And into the pin.
Oh, he just kicked out.
Rollins staying in this thing. Some could even say he's far too stubborn to have things end like that.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough.
So much torque on the knee and ankle. Seth Rollins, CM Punk. These two men, two absolute titans in this industry. Similar in so many ways.
And Seth, this one's for the man.
Hold on.
Trying to steal one here.
Punk
showing why he is indeed the best in the world.
This truly was a battle between two men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling. This really could have gone either way a number of times, but in the end, Punk had Rollins' number.
Yeah, but don't think this is over for Rollins. If anything, this result is only going to enrage him even more, set him off even more on his self-imposed crusade against CM Punk. Here comes Seth freaking Rollins,
The visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking
Officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins.
Las Vegas serenading Seth freaking Rollins.
You guys remember what happened 10 years ago up in California, the Bay Area? Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank in the heist of the century at WrestleMania.
An iconic call for an iconic performance. Seth needs another one of those iconic moments this evening against two of the best this industry has ever seen.
A 14th appearance at WrestleMania, the third time he's been in the main event.
Come to WrestleMania for the wrestling, but stay for the karaoke. We've got a bit of everything tonight here in Vegas.
The OTC has arrived in Sin City.
From Pensacola, Florida, weighing 265 pounds, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
For a record 10th time, Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania.
A titan of this industry, marching to the ring with his signature celestial swagger, the epitome of ice-cold, effortless cool.
Roman Reigns with a record of 9-3 at WrestleMania. Guys, there are only a handful of men in history with more wins than Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. 3 of those men are The Undertaker, John Cena, and the Game Triple H.
Pressure? What pressure? It's only the main event of WrestleMania, but this is a road Roman Reigns has taken many times before.
This man has a locker at the main event of WrestleMania. This is where Roman Reigns lives.
A lot of questions this week about who would carry the Ulafala to the ring. Paul Heyman would normally do that. Tonight, Roman Reigns come to the ring with the Ulafala on his neck himself. And for the first time in many, many years, Roman Reigns heads into battle alone.
The Ulafala symbolizes the head of the family. And when you talk about Roman Reigns' family, you're talking about one of the most successful and powerful families in the history of wrestling. Tens of thousands of ones to the sky here in Las Vegas.
The Anoa'i family dominance continuing here at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns in a triple threat match for pride and glory. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is in the main event of WrestleMania.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Accompanied to the ring by WWE Hall of Famer, the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins look thoroughly disgusted over the fact that Paul Heyman walked down to the ring with a Second City Saint. It is CM Punk's first WrestleMania match in 12 years. Remember, he missed last year's WrestleMania with a torn triceps, and this year he goes into triple threat action with Reigns and Rollins, 2 men that he cannot stand. Triple threat rules. The first man to gain pinfall or submission will win this match. There are no countouts, no disqualifications. He's won championships, he's made friends, he's made enemies. Tonight is CM Punk's night. Tonight is CM Punk's main event.
The pressure has always been CM Punk's playground. The fire has always been burning, and his only addiction is wrestling.
It's a clash of the Titans here at WrestleMania. The original Tribal Chief, the Visionary, the best in the world in a triple threat match.
Punk has waited a long time for this, to main event the show of shows. And to make things better, he gets a chance to take down the two men who have been standing in his way since his return.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins think they run WWE, that this is their world that Punk has stepped into. But they've got plenty of history to work out between themselves, too. This is going to be one for the ages.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. In CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
Does having Paul Heyman back in his corner even the scales here for CM Punk? Does having the wise man's strategies and support give him an edge over Rollins and Reigns?
Sure, if you trust Paul Heyman to have your best interests in mind, then yes, he is a huge asset in this kind of match. But remember, Heyman is doing this as a favor for Punk. As far as we know, his allegiance still lies with Reigns. Now with kendo stick in hand, he's become even more dangerous. Punk looking to impose his will.
Trying for the double underarm hook.
Countered with a back body drop.
CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be.
Oh, the pinning combination.
He clearly has no intention of staying down.
Single leg drop kick caught him. He is looking to do some serious harm. Swing blade!
Let's see if Punk can find an answer after taking that.
Oh, an absolutely disrespectful act of aggression.
From the top. Diving double axe handle. And now here's the cover. A kick out, and you can see the frustration starting to build.
Honestly, at this point in the match, that was still something of a quick kick out.
Had scouted, now can capitalize.
Defenses are sharp with this series of reversals.
What a display of strength here. Oh, God, face first.
Rollins getting work done. So important to keep Seth from gaining any momentum.
And he finds a way to elude that attack.
Reigns checking under the ring now.
The universal signal for extreme. The kendo stick has entered the fray.
Get this back into the ring now. Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring now.
And he doesn't even need to swing that kendo stick that hard to inflict a ton of pain.
Pedigree. Rollins known to be irritating. We're seeing no different now.
No, kendo stick wrapped around the head.
Off the ropes already forming from that kendo shot. No doubt about it. This is just adding extreme insult to injury. And remember the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first...
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now, an Anaconda Vice locked in.
Submission locked in tight. He's got to find a way out of this.
I'm sure.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Caught the leg. Clothesline takes him down. Forget about it. Fireman's carry. Nice takedown. And turned out a flapjack.
It looks like he could get it done here.
A defiant kick out after one.
Not quite enough to put him away.
Shoving him into the corner now.
Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Except there's a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time...
Rollins for the win! Oh, that'll break up the pin.
Just in time, too. This can only be bad for him. Great display of strength with the suplex.
Good defense from him.
Just unloading knees to the body.
Not so fast. All right, Camarana.
Big elbow. Using the sharp point of the elbow.
He gets into the ring.
Connected hard with the calf kick. Direct shot to the back of the head.
And the counter from Rollins. Totally helpless at the moment. He's reaching under the ring for anything useful. CM Punk. He puts an end to the pin there.
And oh, he breaks them apart with a punch to the stomach. Ricocheting off the turnbuckle. Certainly felt all of that.
Kick to the back.
CM Punk headed to the top rope.
From above.
Watch out!
Reigns able to get out of the way. Oh, just bludgeoning the competition with that blow.
Sliding back in under the ropes here. Drop kick from behind. Ouch. There's one. Teardrop suplex. They're going to go, I think, for a second one. No way.
Powerful grip by Roman.
Being carried around now. Oklahoma slam.
Knee to the face in the corner.
Oh, what a clothesline after the knee to the face.
Roman just mocking his opponent now.
Take him. Crossbody from the top.
This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps, of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image, and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out here is the champion of a generation.
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority.
Punch right to the face. gets countered there. Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count.
And now with the kendo stick in hand, he's ready to do some real damage.
And now headed to the outside, and he re-enters into the ring. Going outside, what's he got planned here? He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about. Across the back of the neck.
Right about now, Roman Reigns demands acknowledgement.
Diamond plate facial. Clobbered by the steps.
That'll make you reassess some things.
Counter right when it was needed. Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all expectations.
Simply some of the best talents we've ever seen in this industry.
He gets back into the ring.
Oh, towering back body drop.
Right to the throat. Great move. He's looking to go high risk from the top rope.
Surprise with the DDT.
I think I felt that one. Rollins, spear. Will Reigns finish things now? Suplex.
And now heading back inside the ring.
DDT!
Snaps the leg across the head.
But now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda Vice.
This might just do it. This might just end it all.
There is no mercy being shown, wrenching deep into this hold.
He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
Textbook O'Connor roll.
O'Connor roll. Kick out.
Oh, flipping the leverage. What a reversal. Shoulders are down.
And he fights it off.
After everything we've seen tonight, he must be using the reserve tanks at this point.
Looks like he's coming back in. And now Punk. Kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang. Spear. Stop. Everybody down.
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here. Handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, this could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow, but caught by CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman thinking?
And now Punk with a roundhouse kick to Reigns.
Well, Heyman tried to stab his man, CM Punk, in the back, but was denied. But now Rollins with a low blow of his own on Punk. What the hell is going on?
And now, Heyman handing the chair to Rollins. What the hell? Oh, no!
The devil's work is afoot tonight.
Plan B all over again.
That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people is he going to betray?
You're missing the point, Cole. The visionary Seth freaking Rollins has once again pulled the ace out of his sleeve in Las Vegas.
And now this conflict has found its way right by our announce table.
In another minute, the chaos could be right on top of us.
Taking this match to the outside. Hurricanrana. Oh, my God, a clothesline. What's Roman doing looking around under the ring?
Grabbing hold of a kendo stick. This is getting better by the second.
Seth Rollins has found his favorite equalizer, a steel chair.
And slides back into the ring. Kendo stick impact.
Man, that is going to leave some serious welts.
Roman Reigns setting up for his patented move.
Superman punch.
Time to go for
Switch things up and toss them away.
shoulder down. Could this be it?
What a win for Roman Reigns. His pure power game was more than Punk or Seth could handle.
Here is your winner, Roman Reigns!
What a display of control and dominance from Roman Reigns in this triple threat. The WWE still belongs to the OTC.
Yeah, for the moment. Once Punk and Rollins are done tending to their wounds, we'll see what happens next. This spectacular WrestleMania match is over, but... Each of these three men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk has claimed that for him this is just business. And taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do. To win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're two of the...
And here's a cover. One count and he gets his shoulder up.
But just as you'd expect this early on, he does get out of there.
Finds the roll-up. Kicks out.
Oh, turning it around, changes it into a cover of their own.
Counters. Cover. And there's the kick out.
Yeah, it's still too early in this match for anything else.
What the heck is this manager doing looking under the ring? He can't be acting like this. Heading back into the ring now. Nasty.
The hardest part of the ring. That was quite the impact on the apron. You might be in shock now, but you'll be feeling lasting pain for a few weeks to come. Ooh, a vicious shot right to the dome.
Escape just in time.
CM Punk who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW run by Paul Heyman when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the Wise Man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the Tribal Chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight.
I'm sure a betting man would tell you the odds are against CM Punk here, against two younger competitors who have been on top in WWE for the past decade. However, that's when Punk does his best work, when he's backed into a corner on the biggest stage possible.
Yeah, in a bad situation, the bright lights here at WrestleMania could just bring out the best in CM Punk. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Oh, kendo stick right to the head.
Bam! God, that disturbing sound of the kendo snapping on flesh.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here. Single leg drop kick on him. Float over a Russian leg sweep.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shoulder first.
I think the ring just shifted.
Taking him to the corner now.
Oh, clothesline.
He's able to counter that.
DDT. Roman taking on the offense, but I assure you, the big stage of a WrestleMania main event is not phasing him one bit.
Knees up. Got the knees up just in time. And Roman and Seth, two former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to strike that deal, Michael Cole. 10 years of animosity will eliminate all signs of trust between the two former Shield mates.
Remember, in many ways, the obsession by Reigns for Rollins last year cost Reigns the championship in the record reign.
And Punk would be quite happy if that obsession continues. It's clearly personal for Roman and Seth, but for Punk, tonight's just about business.
Butterfly! Backbreaker.
Seth Rollins just sitting back and degrading his opponent.
Oh, what a clubbing blow.
Punk avoids the attack.
Finds the mark. And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company. Badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared off for 10 years.
He can do it here. Not letting it happen.
He saw his window closing there.
Shin, double leg takedown. Gonna stack them up here. Look at pin. Reverses the pin. Shoulders down. Turns it around and has the pin. Bringing up the pin right there.
Side headlock. Applied. Oh, and a right hand for good measure.
And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield is built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk, and both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Well, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business. And he can't wait to be the man to take them both out of it.
Smacked in the face with a kick.
And a stomp to the gut.
Pin. Roman could put it away here. He just broke up the pin in the nick of time. Turns that back on CM Punk.
And gets sent right into the corner.
And he's going to use this moment to regroup, to get his mind right before re-entering the fray.
Rollins lining up. Massive miscalculation on that one.
Piercing knee decimates the face. And Rollins capitalizes. Hooking him up. Landing on the chair hard.
Talk about a hard landing. Flesh connecting painfully with hard steel. and the dents on the chair is proof.
Gets out of the ring. What's going to happen now? Oh, Roman Reigns locked and loaded, measuring his opponent. Here we go.
Seth's eyes look glazed over.
Oh, and a neck breaker. He's got him close. Big clothesline. Brutal club.
Thumped with a big blow.
Let's see if Punk can find an answer after taking that.
And able to skirt around that attack.
All these counters, it's like they're in each other's minds.
Sliding into the room.
Reigns put his stamp on this one. Oh, man, this might be it.
2. No, he beats the count.
Seth Rollins has never been known to lay down and hand out victories to anyone.
And after all that, Roman Reigns still hasn't ended this battle.
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority.
DDT.
Head scissors applied. Oh, look at these nasty strikes.
Man, that's just nasty.
Raining down elbows.
Hard-hitting calf kick. Finds its mark.
And now Reigns is starting to look like a man who realizes he is a tribal chief with no...
Opponent doubled over. This doesn't look good.
And now he gets back into the ring.
Reigns is in deep peril here.
This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when
Up high.
Crossbody!
Spiked by that DDT.
Trying to work the arm. Now in control.
Oof. But here comes the fire.
Quick thinking right there. We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all expectations.
Simply some of the best talents we've ever seen in this industry.
Caught in a bad spot. Oh my goodness. Face me in a barricade.
Cutting it off with a stiff gut punch.
Driven into the barricade. Got flipped upside down there. And here we go, returning to the ring. Catches the... What's he planning to do here? Roll him on his belly. Single leg crab. Just wrenched.
Oh, that would have been the end if it wasn't broken up.
Not where he wants to be right now.
Roman telegraphing that one. Ooh, his core clearly the offensive focus right now.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here. He's heading back to the ring.
Show of disrespect from Reigns.
He's headed out to the ringside area. Oh, the knee just being torn. Uranagi by Punk. He turns it into the Anaconda. A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
clear who the visionary is in this match.
Stepping out of the ring here.
We're going to crank on that arm here. And now locked up tight. Couple of shots to the midsection in and makes it out.
Reigns is trying to pick his opponent apart physically and mentally.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now? Kick from behind. Ouch. And now Punk. Kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang. Spear. Stop. Everybody down.
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here. Handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, this could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow, but caught by CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman thinking?
And now Punk with a roundhouse kick to Reigns.
Well, Heyman tried to stab his man, CM Punk, in the back, but was denied. But now Rollins with a low blow of his own on Punk. What the hell is going on?
And now Heyman handing the chair to Rollins. What the hell? Oh, no!
The devil's work is afoot tonight.
Plan B all over again.
That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people's he going to betray?
You're missing the point, Cole. The visionary Seth freaking Rollins has once again pulled the ace out of his sleeve in Las Vegas. Seth Rollins is your winner. The architect drew up Reigns and Punk's defeat perfectly.
Like it or not, agree with his tactics or not, Seth Rollins is your winner.
Subterfuge, politics, ambushes, all tactics that Seth Rollins has employed many times in his career. Tonight was no different. The visionary had it all planned out from the very start.
Each of these three men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk is claiming that for him this is just business. Taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do, to win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're two of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. And they're not about to let CM Punk just have his way.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. In CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman.
He goes for the quick pin attempt. And punts the shoulder up too soon. Ah, that was a stiff shot with that kendo stick. of the ring. Ooh, and fights back.
Punk dodges out in time.
Solid punch. Moves from the ring to the outside.
The steel chair. Looks like he's opted to go with the simple but effective statement here. Revolution knee.
CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman, when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the Wise Man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the Tribal Chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight. Superman punch! Big reversal by Rollins.
And he's procured some backup now. Fantastic managerial skill. Rollins now, opponent defenseless. Stomped into the ground.
Can Reigns recover from that? Bam! God, that disturbing sound of the kendo snapping on flesh.
Quick evasion from him there.
Time to go for a ride. Oh, exploder suplex.
Struck with a calf kick.
Uh-oh, it's the red, white, and blue Thunderbomb.
And Roman, for the first time in a long time, having no one in his corner. Gotta wonder if that is affecting him.
Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
Well, no one is immune from the chaos in a triple threat match. Eventually, it always catches up to you. Punk now locks in that double underhook. Hoisted up. Double underhook backbreaker.
Rollins getting work done. So important to keep Seth from...
Here we go. You gotta be kidding me.
Just welting the back with those laces.
And CM Punk is in control.
Punk is determined right now.
And he comes in under... Oh, come on. Why did you stoop that low?
Reigns laying down the gauntlet for his opponent.
You know he's looking to dish out some serious pain with that kendo stick. Gross. And that one opened up Reigns.
Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
Quick maneuvering, managing to avoid that bit of offense.
And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared off for 10 years.
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority.
Reigns can't yield any attack coming his way.
Reigns is breaking down a bit.
Turns that back on CM Punk. And Roman and Seth, two former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to strike that deal, Michael Cole. 10 years of animosity will eliminate all signs of trust between the two former Shield mates.
Remember, in many ways, the obsession by Reigns for Rollins last year cost Reigns the championship in the record reign.
But Punk would be quite happy if that obsession continues. It's clearly personal for Roman and Seth, but for Punk, tonight's just about business.
Leg drop.
Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
Neckbreaker!
CM Punk has had a non-stop grin since walking out here. Remember, securing the main event of WrestleMania was never the goal. winning in the main event of WrestleMania is. Punk fails to do that, and he'll always look back on this night with regret.
Paul Heyman did tell CM Punk that he indeed will one day main event WrestleMania. Paul Heyman said, "I will be with you when it happens," and it has.
Well, no matter the outcome, CM Punk will forever be a WrestleMania main eventer.
Just clubbing down.
A reversal. He saw that coming. Oh, right into a counter.
We knew this one was going to be good, but Rollins and Punk have outdone all expectations.
Simply some of the best talents we've ever seen in this industry.
And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk, and both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Well, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business, and he can't wait to be the man to take them both out of it.
And he's leaving the ring for the moment. Exiting the ring, taking the action outside. And here he is, heading back into the ring. Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count. Reigns cuts him.
Double leg takedown, got the shoulders down.
He stops the pin.
This isn't over yet.
Boom!
Hooked up.
Shin breaker. He's headed up high.
Clothesline!
Off with their head. What's Roman doing, looking around under the ring?
Grabbing the good old kendo stick here.
Sheesh, that's going to leave a mark.
Looking to put the match away here. The pin is broken. That could have been it.
Seth.
Look out. The stop connects.
Seth could end it there. Oof. Fully and
He's got him down. Here we go. And he kicks out of the pin and one.
his resiliency on another level. This match on another level. I am truly at a loss for words here. He wriggles out of the danger zone there. I can only imagine the amount of adrenaline coursing through these competitors' veins right now.
What an insane atmosphere. The energy in this building is palpable right now. Sheesh, a painful-looking chop. This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is the champion of a generation. Avoided any damage there.
What's Roman forming here? Onto the steel.
That's gotta end things. How can anyone move after that?
Reigns is trying to pick his opponent apart physically and mentally.
Back into the ring now.
Dishing out a suplex.
Another blow to the body. I think the game
CM Punk. Oh, here you go.
Both arms hooked.
Is it enough to overcome Punk? Oh, slammed down hard. And he chooses to leave the ring.
Ah, look at this, just cranking it out.
Boom! Seth dodges that attack. Pedigree!
Slides under the ropes, back into the ring. Pin on CM Punk. Oh, wait a minute, turns the leverage for a pin of their own. Punk has beat the odds, has defeated both Reigns and Rollins.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
A moment of pure vindication here for CM Punk.
This was a lifetime in the making, and it couldn't have been any harder earned. Punk had to get through Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins to finally taste a main event victory here at WrestleMania.
But now he's done it. The Second City Saint is victorious at the Showcase of the Immortals.